Hey Glamdolls, welcome back to our channel. I hope you guys are all doing fabulous and okay today. The world is a very, very scary place right now, and I just hope everybody's staying safe and is healthy and is doing okay. I've been gone for a couple of weeks, which is normal for me, but things have just been really crazy. And I manage a law firm and I'm in California, and we've been trying to figure out literally day by day how and if we're going to proceed with business, and if the courts are shutting down, if we're going to shut down. It's been absolutely crazy. Fortunately, my business that I work at is considered an essential business, so I am allowed to go and work, and I actually feel very, very blessed to be able to go work, because I know a lot of people are being laid off right now and are not going to have money to take care of their families. And I have two small kids who are out of school. They closed the schools down first about a week ago, and they said that they were going to be off a month and they would reconvene after spring break. But now we're being told that the school year for the children is pretty much just over. So we don't know what this is going to mean for our kids, and having them home now, having to pay for meals 3 times a day instead of just dinner and just on the weekends. It's a lot more expensive. So I feel blessed that I have a job that I can go to. My husband is able to work from home. So we're blessed to still have income coming in. Scary times, but I want to do something to kind of take our minds off of it while I'm at home today. I haven't been filming, but I've been buying a lot of makeup before all of this has happened, and instead of testing things out one by one, I thought I'd just do a giant haul and kind of give you my brief synopsis on everything I bought. And I have a ton of great drugstore stuff. I want to tell you guys my hits and misses. I have found some amazing products at the drugstore and high end. But I've also found some probably some of the worst stuff I've ever tried. So let's get into that today. I want you guys to kick back. It's going to be a while. We're going to, it's a long one, but most of us have nothing but time right now. So let's get into the reviews on my haul. So as I mentioned, I got a lot of stuff from the drugstore. So I'm going to start off with a drugstore product. Is the e.l.f. Puff Puff Primer. I love this primer, you guys. It is CBD hemp-derived cannabis sativa infused, and I am a big fan of cannabis in all fashions. It's great for your skin, and it's just great for the soul, whether you smoke it or use it for, skin products, whatever you use it for. It's great. Now this is amazing, and I think it'd be great for any skin type whatsoever. The price point on this is great, which I'll put down there. I believe it was less than $10, but I'll put it down there. It's a very lotiony feel, and it doesn't really have a scent to it. This is great, especially for dry combo skin, but I feel like even oily can get away with it. Even though it's a lotiony feel, it is not oily at all, you guys. And I feel like even though I wouldn't say that it's geared towards like filling in pores or anything like that, but it's thick enough to where it kind of blurs them, and it just makes your skin look so beautiful. Again, not oily whatsoever. So it's not gonna make anything slide off your face, but it's gonna give this nice glow at the same time. So I highly recommend trying this out. Another thing that I picked up, I got it at Target. It's been out for a while. but I've never tried them. It's the Juno & Co. microfiber sponges. I went back after I tried one of them. I have it in blue, but I used it today. As you can see, it's all disgusting. I went back and picked up another one because I love it so much, you guys. These also were less than $10. I'll link a price again down below. And what I love so much about these, and I don't use them all the time because I still love my beauty blender, but if I'm using a more natural foundation and I don't want to use a brush, this is great for, it doesn't sop up your foundation. So I feel like it gives natural foundations more of a punch and gives you a little bit more coverage, or just in general, it just keeps your coverage there and you use a lot less product with this, again, because it's not sopping anything up. I highly recommend trying these out. Next, I got a slew of foundations that I've bought recently and haven't been able to review for you guys, so I'm just gonna run through them. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my absolute favorite. You guys are gonna trip out. My favorite of, because you guys know I love my high-end foundations, but my favorite right now, and I'm wearing it as we speak, and I've been wearing it every day, is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. Look at this. My skin is glowing, and this is with setting powder on top of it. It's still that great full coverage, and this is the only dewy foundation that I have found that has a dewy look but is not an oil slick. This still dries down and it still has the lasting power that we want, you know. And I trip out that this is like a $5-6 foundation, you guys. It's just so good, absolutely amazing. And again, I think this is a dewy foundation that all skin types could wear. Their photo focus one, their regular matte one, is amazing in itself, but I didn't get into that one as much as I got into this one. This is my favorite foundation right now, you guys. Favorite. The next one I got, I actually purchased it off of Ipsy. They were putting it in to people's Ipsy bags, and I didn't get it in mine, but I wanted to try it out. It is the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Foundation, and I really like this one too. This one is great for natural makeup, but it still covers really well, but it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup, which is why I like it. And it does dry down really well. The only thing is you either get like light, medium, or deep, and so there's really no shade range. I don't think the light is going to be light enough for porcelain skin. The light works for my skin tone. It's supposed to be full coverage with a natural radiant finish, and it's designed with a doe foot applicator, but it's supposed to like kind of blend into your skin and work for a variety of skin tones. I don't know. So I'll show you. The only thing I don't like about it too is this doe foot applicator kind of gets stuck in there because it is big. So you kind of have to be careful. It's super big, like the Tarte, you know, concealers. It's really big. I do like it, but the little hole that it comes out of is so small that it kind of gets stuck and splatters it everywhere. I don't think this is full coverage. I think it's medium at best. I'm sure you can build it up, but I haven't really tried because I like the coverage that it gets me. If you can make this work for your skin tone, it's a great foundation. It is a little bit more expensive than I would pay for it. If I didn't get it on Ipsy at like a $12 rate, I don't think I would have bought it, because I want to say this foundation's like 40 bucks at Sephora. I don't think it's worth that, but if you can find it on a site like Ipsy for 12 bucks, I think it's definitely worth it. The next thing that I've been wearing quite a bit that I never reviewed on the channel per se is the Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus. So she had the Foundation X foundation out for a while, but she reformulated and came out with the X Plus. This is also one of my favorites that I alternate into my favorites throughout the week. It's full coverage, and it lasts quite a long time. It takes you through the day. It is a little more on the expensive side because it is Natasha Denona, but it's not, you know, like $100 price point, but it is more expensive. I want to say it's in the $50 range. This one's great because you can either shear it out to a light medium kind of deal, or you can get that nice full coverage out of it. It is more of a radiant type of deal. It's not so like super matte or anything like that. This one is really great though. It's got a little pump like this. As you can see, the pump, it can get a little watery. It's very, I don't know, let me squeeze out a little bit more, but it's very, very runny. I think this one's best applied with a brush or with the microfiber beauty blender. The next higher end foundation that I got, it's been out quite a while, but I just got it a couple weeks ago to finally like give it a go, is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. And I've got to say, I have never wanted to take back a foundation so much as I wanted to take this one back. The only other ones I've ever taken back is the new Smashbox foundation, and this one was on its way back, but I'm trying to find ways to make it work. I've never seen a foundation that is so drying and oily at the same damn time. So this is supposed to be the Magic Foundation that is supposed to be great for all ages, all skin types, all everything. They said that they worked on this for like 5 years, and it's supposed to like blur everything and just give you this amazing look. And it's supposed to be good for your skin tone if you wear it for a couple weeks, and it's supposed to fix everything and all your imperfections. It's supposed to be magic, apparently. See, there's times that I put it on and it looks okay, but the first couple times I put on, every pore on my face, every line, it showed lines I didn't even know I had, you guys. So it basically sucks the life out of you when you first put it on, and then wearing it throughout the day, my T-zone, and mind you, it made me question myself. My T-zone was so oily. It was like a puddle of water, like oil, like literally a puddle. I don't have oily skin like that. I normally have combo as of lately. It used to be all dry, but it's been a little combo, but I don't get oily like that. That was just crazy. I've tried slathering on tons of moisturizer first and using moisturizing primers. I've been using my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This has always been my savior. Nothing works. Nothing works. Basically, the only way I've been able to get it to work is not to put any powder products on top of it whatsoever. It does dry down on its own, but it feels a little sticky. But that's the only way I've been able to make it work so far. I don't know. This, I would not waste your money on. I believe I tried her airbrush one before and I liked that one. I thought it was this one that I tried that I liked, but I think it's the airbrush one. So I'm going to go back and get that one. Don't waste your money on that. I hate to end on a bad note with foundations, but I got another one that this is literally, I'm not even kidding when I say this. This is the worst foundation I have ever used in my life. And I've tried them all. You guys know, you've been there for most of them. I have tried every foundation pretty much on the damn market. And the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk, I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this one, you guys. This is what I was filming the other night when I said on social media that I was filming to come back. And this is the whole reason I decided to just do an overhaul, because this was the biggest fail I have ever seen in my life. It looks promising. It says Clean Fresh Skin Milk. It's in the color Light 540. It's supposed to be a dewy finish, but it's supposed to blur imperfections, even out skin tone, sheer buildable all-day coverage, instant all-day hydration. It sounds like heaven when you look at the claims. So I'm going to see if it does it on here. First of all, the foundation itself shears out into nothing, okay? It goes into nothing. but I don't know if you, oh, here we go. We can see it. There's like these little, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. There are these little balls in here. I don't know what the hell they are, but there's these little balls that looks like your skin is peeling up. I don't know what the hell this is. Like, there's little balls. And then after this happened to me, I went online to see if anybody else was having the same problem, and they did as well. And there's like, I don't know if you guys can even see it, but there's like little balls on my hands. And to top it off, you guys, there's freaking glitter in this. That is not what I mean by illumination. Like on the back of my hand, yes, my hand looks very glowy and very pretty, but y'all are not seeing the little balls that are on my hand. And the fact that this sheared out into nothing, absolutely nothing. I don't know. This stuff is gross. I don't know if you guys can see any of it. But this, please, 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 please don't waste your money on this. I don't know how this ever made it to market, who thought this was a good idea. They couldn't have ever thought this was a good idea. I just don't understand. I don't understand. So I hate to end the foundation segment in such a bad way, but this was garbage, absolute garbage. I won't even gift it to a friend because it is so horrible. I would never, ever do that to somebody, ever. Next, I'm going to move on to concealers. I've picked up 2 concealers recently. The first one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and the next one is the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. I genuinely really like this e.l.f. one. It is very, very hydrating. It comes with the big doe foot applicator, like their other camo concealer. It doesn't have as much coverage as their other one. This one does blend out. It's a lot lighter, but it's a nice medium coverage when you blend it out. And it just looks really nice and hydrating, especially if you're like me and you have dry under eyes. But it doesn't give as much coverage. That's the only downfall with this, but I don't mind it. I actually really, really, really like it. If you have some deep dark circles, you may need to do a couple of different passes with this. But overall, I really genuinely like this one. The Born to Glow, I won't say I hate it, but it's definitely not going to get a lot of use from me. So the first thing I don't like these little puff balls right here. I don't know. I just don't like it. And this, it creased up on me pretty bad. The consistency just wasn't as good. I also felt like this just didn't have a lot of coverage to it. It was just really creasy. The formula just wasn't there for me. I really enjoyed the Born to Glow foundation that they put out, but I did not enjoy the concealer. So that is a no-go for me. Just stick to the foundation. I've only bought one new powder recently to try out, and it's one that's been out already for a while, but I'm just barely now trying it. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder, and I genuinely really like this, and the packaging is just gorgeous, and it's cheaper than most that are on the market. I got the color Butter because they were out of the light one or the translucent, and this is a really great powder. This, I would say, is really great if you have oily or combo skin. If you have dry skin, I would stay away from this one. But you only need the tiniest amount, and this sets your makeup in place the entire day. The next thing that I got that I'm actually going to film a separate video for, but I thought I'd throw it in here, is I got the Wet n Wild and Bretman Rock collection, and I wanted to just go into it really quick. I'm going to film a look with these, but I wanted to give you guys my review. I'm wearing the highlighter, at least the light side. It comes with 2 different colors, which is really cool. There's a darker side and a lighter side. I'm obviously wearing the lighter one. The highlighter is stunning. I didn't think I was going to like it because it has little like pinkish purpley colored glitters in it, but those kind of almost dust away. And actually, I think I don't know. I just think it goes so well in this. The highlighter itself, I mean, just look at that highlighter, you guys. I was blown away when I first tried it. I didn't think I was going to like it at all. So as you can see, it's got two different sides and you pull each side out and it's cute. It has his little initials in them too. Oh, I'm holding upside down. So it's got a B and then an R. And so here's the lighter side. You open it up and let me see if I can get a little swatch. The only thing that's kind of poopy about this is trying to get it out. Like, I don't know. It's a little on the rough side if you don't want to spill it all everywhere. Okay, so let me swatch this. Look how pretty that is, you guys. It's like glass. I mean, it's just so beautiful. I had actually looked for this everywhere and was unable to get my hands on it at Ulta. It was sold out everywhere. And I went over to Walgreens, and Walgreens ended up having a few of the items. They didn't have everything. So he also had, I was only able to get the highlighter, the eyeshadow palette, and the setting spray. He also had some brushes that came with it and a mascara as well. And I wasn't able to get that, but that's okay because I'm not really into Wet n Wild mascaras as it is. So, okay, so here's the darker one. The darker one though is like super bronzy. Like, I mean, it is, I know it looks a lot lighter on here, but it's like more coppery in person and also has those same like purpley pink flakes in them. So the highlighter, if you can get your hands on it, highly, highly recommend it. So next I'm going to show you guys the setting spray. I would save your money. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Wet n Wild setting sprays as it is, but I like their other ones better than this. So as you can see down here, it's got some luminosity to it. It says it's a 3-in-1 face mist, and this is called Do Me in the Jungle. Love the name, so cute. So then obviously it's like one of those ones like Cover FX where you shake it up and all the glitters are in it. It smells really good. It smells like coconut, but it's got little tiny glitter flecks in it, which I actually love. I'm all about like glowing to the gods. What I don't like is this feels so sticky. Like it's like a weird film that it leaves and it's just really sticky. I don't like the way it feels. It's sticky and oily all at the same time. I just don't like the sticky feeling. It feels gross, like especially over my makeup. It makes me feel like I need to wash my face. I feel dirty. The next thing though is the Bretman Rock Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and there are 15 colors in here. Absolutely stunning. There's no mirror in here, which some people, that's like they need it. I don't need it. This is not your everyday palette. Of course, there are a few neutrals in here, this top row in here, but there are lots of color, lots and lots of color, which I expect from Bretman. I have used this. As you can see, I've used this. And Wet n Wild has gotten a lot better with their pigmentation and everything. I haven't gotten to use a lot of the colors. I've only swatched them. I do want to play with the colors, especially these greens and that blue. There's no real transition color in here. And that's the one big thing I can criticize on this palette. I'm glad they put a brown and a black. The black has, oh, let's test that black. The black has little shimmers in it, which I don't mind because I've used a lot of palettes like that have those black shimmery colors, and those shimmers don't really mean shit to it. They end up dusting away anyway. So let me see that black. I don't even think I've really swatched it. Yikes, that's pitiful. That is pitiful. You guys do know, however, swatches aren't everything. So I do want to try to concoct a little look with that palette and let you guys know how it comes out. Just as a collector, I had to get it and try it. It was 20 bucks. Do I think it was worth the 20 bucks? No, not with that. There are Makeup Revolution palettes out there that are a lot better in pigment. There are Morphe palettes out there for 20 bucks that are a lot better in pigment. I think this is just, you know, it's Bretman Rock and Wet n Wild. That's a huge, huge collabo. So I think that's why a lot of us are kind of running out to grab it. But overall, I don't think it was worth it, in my honest opinion. But I'll do a look for you guys later with it on another video and let you guys know how it goes. A couple other palettes that I picked up from the drugstore that I wanted to film with and never got around to, but I will eventually, is two of the Gilded collections from Milani. I got Gilded Gold and Gilded Nude. There's a Gilded Purpley one. I don't know what that one's called. And then there was another one too, I believe. I think there was 4 of them. So the Gilded Gold is a straight up dupe of Natasha Denona's gold palette. A straight up dupe. Like, the color scheme, everything is just like hers. And then we have the Gilded Nude, which is beautiful. A bunch of nudes. This is a safer one that I think is great for every day. I love Milani eyeshadows, you guys. These retail for $20 each. At least they do at Walgreens where I got them. And the pigmentation, they are a little dusty, like they have fallout. At least a lot of the mattes do. They have a lot of fallout. Let me do some of the darker colors that you can see better. And they feel very, very creamy. Like I said, there is a little bit of fallout, but that doesn't bother me. But they're very, very beautiful, and I think they are definitely worth the 20 bucks. I'll swatch a couple from the nude for you. I did one of the mattes and then 3 of the shimmers. The mattes and shimmers are all amazing alike. Like, they're just so good. And I've actually used this palette and love it so much. So I think that these are so worth it. Okay, so I ran out of my favorite black pencil eyeliner, which is, I love the Japanesque eyeliners. They stay all day. They're creamy enough, but they stay all day. I didn't want to go to Ulta, so I ended up just going to a drugstore to get something in a pinch, and ended up getting at first the Maybelline. Is it the Maybelline Tattoo or is it L'Oreal Tattoo? I don't remember which ones. Anyway, bought one, didn't like it. It was too rough on my eyes. It stayed put, but it was like almost shellacked and dried to my eyes and was just uncomfortable. So I went and tried some other brands, and I'm a contact lens wearer. I don't wear colored contacts. I wear clear contacts so I can see. And I wanted to mention a few different brands that I got that were horrible and were great. Starting with ones that were pretty good is Milani came out with their new Stay Put eyeliners. These are phenomenal. They're retractable, which I love, and they are super creamy. So I got this purpley colored one, which you can't really tell the color. It's called Duchess, but it does look really purple in person. And then I got a brown one. They were all out of the black one, so I couldn't get that one, but they are so creamy and they just glide on beautifully. So I recommend picking up the Milani ones if you're looking for a new eyeliner. Ones that are great if you're not a contact lens wearer, I ended up picking up the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pens, and I got them in 3 different colors. I love this color right here. I've been into this really bronzy, like orangey reddish color. Like, love this color. I specifically went out looking for this color, and then I got this color, which is more of a bronzy gold or a bronzy brown. And then I got a deep dark brown that said that it was black caviar. It said it was black caviar. So I thought it was going to be black. Turns out this mother sucker is dark brown. It is not black. That is not black. If you see in person, it is not black. I think you can even tell on camera that is not black. So these are really, really creamy, and these are $14 a piece down here. So they're not the cheapest at the drugstore. Whereas I think the Milani ones I paid $7.99 for a piece, but the Pixi ones, 14 bucks a piece, and they're like oil based, which is why they glide on so well, but oil mixed with heat causes it to kind of become runny. These do not stay put all day. They will stay as far as the color goes, but they start running down, and they got all over my contacts, the oil from it, and blurred my contacts. I could not see at all. They ruined my contacts. So these are no-go. I tried 3 different times, and they're great, great, great if you do not wear contacts. Some of my favorites, though, that I just found, my absolute favorites, and they're the cheapest one. I paid like $4 for them, you guys, are the LA Girl Shockwave eyeliners. Holy smokes, these are amazing. They're all pencil eyeliners, and normally I don't like pencils. They come in like every freaking color, and they're so creamy. They're contact lens safe, and they are just so pretty. So here they are, you guys. They are so freaking opaque. Look at that yellow too. Like, I was so shocked by the yellow, but they're so opaque and just creamy and just glide on. But if you want to smudge them out, they smudge out beautifully. They are so good. And the best part is, you guys, they are so cheap. They're LA Girls. Another little thing that I thought was super cool and is super good is the new L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye ink pens. They're like, you know, the felt tip pens. This one is like better than the Kat Von D Trooper liner. It's like a brush tip pen, and it goes really, really thin, like super thin. And you can go thick with it as well. I wanted a brown one because I don't have a brown one of these. I have tons of black ones. But what's really cool is if you are on the struggle bus with creating a cat eye, it's got this cool little guide right here that you can use to create your lines. So you can use this to angle up, angle down, whatever you need to do. I love it so much. I think this is such a great buy, and I can't believe I found so much great stuff at the drugstore. So I have one last little section of things to show you. Actually, 2. One other mention that I have for eyes that I found that I really, really liked was the new Ardell Naked Lashes. So these lashes, they're so much more natural. They have like the Invisiband that blends with your eyelashes. I'm not wearing them today, obviously. I'm wearing my favorite Morphe ones. They both add like length and volume, but they're natural. So there's a lot of girls out there that don't like the big gaudy look, and some days I don't like a big gaudy look either. And these are great for the no makeup day looks. Okay, so I bought some new lipsticks at the drugstore as well. That I wanted to show you guys. I also bought some new Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks that I love, but I don't know where the heck they are. They're probably in one of my purses. They're so gorgeous, but they're expensive. So I wanted to show you guys some better options that I found. I got these Milani. They're the satin. Well, they say the matte satin line. Holy crap, these are so comfortable, you guys. I ended up just buying this one first to test it out, and it's a really, really pretty nude color. So this color reminds me of, when it dries down, it reminds me of Christmas Cookie by Jeffree Star. So when I fell in love with that one, I had to go back and get more, but they didn't have any other colors I wanted, but they had this really pretty red. So I had to go back and get this one. This red is so beautiful. Oh my God. I remember when you could not find a good red at a drugstore. And then one that I actually didn't like when I first got, I actually have a few of these again. Don't know where the heck I put them all. I forget, these are like their lip stains that they have, and they just stain your lips. At first I didn't like them because I'm not used to like a lip stain. They're really, really thin. They do have these nice little applicators, the teardrop that has the middle cut out. I'm not used to this type of a formula. I'll show you this one. I bought this in all kinds of different colors. This is just another nude color though. And the cool thing about this one is it's really, really thin, but it literally does just that. You feel like you're wearing nothing. It just stains your lips once it dries, and you feel like there's nothing there. I ended up buying the new Wet n Wild Mega Blast matte lipsticks, and I only got one of them. It's in Skinny Dipping, and I thought it was kind of funny because I feel like they duped the Pat McGrath lipsticks, but she has the little lips on hers like that, so I think they kind of jocked her packaging. But what I really love about this is it is a really, really nice matte lipstick, and they stay put. They have some really beautiful colors, and the packaging is just so cute, and it's Wet n Wild, you guys. Like, who would have thought? But some of my favorites that I have found are the NYX suede lipsticks that have recently come out, and they have these cute little hearts on them. I bought, there's another one of these somewhere too. Where the hell are all my lipsticks? Okay, so I know I had 3 of these. I bought one that was a little bit darker brown than this one. This one's a nudie brown. Then I bought one that was a darker brown, and then this bright pink one. This is the coolest matte ever, you guys. So they're mattes, but they don't feel matte at all. Like, holy crap. They have like this velvety texture. They look matte on your lips, but they don't feel it. They just glide around and they feel like velvet. And they have some of the prettiest freaking colors. Like I said, I got this one that's probably the most nude you're gonna get out of that line so far. And then I got a darker brown than this one. And then I got this really, really gorgeous like fuchsia pink. It's so pretty on, you guys. So gorgeous. So this line was so pretty and love it so much. And then NYX also came out with the Shout Loud satin line, and I got the color a la mode. Again, another nude lip color, because that's just how I roll. And this one is definitely a lot more satin. It has a little bit more of a sheen to it. But for some reason, even though that's more satin and doesn't dry down as much, I like the feel of these suede ones a lot better. So that is everything I've bought recently, you guys. That is everything I bought to showcase on my channel, but never got around to showcasing. Again, like I said, tons and tons and tons and tons of drugstore stuff. That was great. Found a lot of great things, and a lot of things that I didn't like as well. So I hope that helps you when you guys are at the store trying to decide with all the new stuff that's come out if it's worth getting or not. So thought I would throw that on there and go through that, since we've got some time to kill while we're quarantining. I do have to work, so I'm still not gonna get to film as much as I would like to. So hang tough with me, you guys. I'll be here, and I will definitely keep you guys in my prayers that everyone stays safe and healthy. I also want to update you guys. I know I said I was going to be popping up, giving away a Bloodlust palette. I'm going to wait until the quarantine is over, only because I don't think we're allowed to ship to other countries, and I want to keep this international. So just stay around the channel for a little while, and eventually, hopefully by next month, they said March 31st, they're going to check to see if we're still quarantined. Hopefully after that, we'll be off quarantine, and then I can announce the winner of the Bloodlust palette. So stay safe, everyone. I love you guys so much. You guys will be in my prayers. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. And I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.